As late as 2022, he was tweeting this guy, about Trump. This guy should drop out. Why is he running again? It's bad for America. The Democrats frankly treated him badly. Biden had an auto summit, an EV summit, at which they didn't invite Elon Musk, which is kind of crazy, right? I mean, this is the guy who invented the EV, and he gave a speech at it saying General Motors is the pioneer of electric vehicles in America. Musk tweeted that day, when you make an enemy of me, it's a bad idea, or something like that.
We need to get to Musk because that's one thing that I feel is everybody's interest in that. So just unpack that relationship for us. How did you see it start? How do you see it unfolding? How do you see it right now?
Look, I think at some level, I think it was a big kind of democratic mistake in that Musk was a Democrat. I mean, he was a big supporter of Obama's. And then he gets turned off. I think he gets turned off by the COVID and those work restrictions. He wanted his factories open, and the Democratic governor of California and all the Democrats in general were in favor of more restrictions, more lockdowns, more masks. And he was very turned off by that. I think it offended the kind of free market capitalist in him. And then apparently there's something with one of his kids is trans or identifies as that, and he worried that California law didn't give him enough a kind of authority to do something about that. I have not followed that part of it very closely, but something happened with Trump, and then the Democrats frankly treated him badly. Biden had an auto summit, an EV summit, at which they didn't invite Elon Musk, which is kind of crazy, right? I mean, this is the guy who invented the EV, and he gave a speech at it saying General Motors is the pioneer of electric vehicles in America. So, and Musk tweeted that day, when you make an enemy of me, it's a bad idea, or something like that. It was so the whole thing, I think, was handled badly. There's an element of it which is, if you push him away, yes. I think at some point he realized that he could jump onto the Trump bandwagon, make a big difference, get close to Trump. Maybe he also thinks Trump is a fascinating character. I don't know, but he's a very smart guy, and I think strategically he realized, look, I can get very close to this guy. I can be very influential. And I think that in my own view, he also knows that he needs the U.S. government to help him deal with one huge issue he has, which is China. Remember, Tesla needs the Chinese market and the U.S. market to justify its market cap. And he'll need to be part of some kind of deal that they are going to broker. So I think that a lot of it is Musk getting turned off from the Democrats, looking around, finding Trump to be, as late as 2022, he was tweeting this guy, about Trump, this guy should drop out. Why is he running again? It's bad for America. So at some point he decided, you know what, I'll jump on this bandwagon and it'll work out for me.
The conflict of interest, this proximity to the government, he's such has such a lot of contract business from the government. So his voters care for that? Or?
I mean, that's the magic of Trump. They don't seem to care about any of that.
To the extent he's sitting in a call with Zelensky, he's meeting foreign ministers.
Look, his share price went up 30% in 2 days after Trump was elected. There's nothing economically that's changed about Tesla in 2 days. In fact, if anything, the party in power is more anti-green technology and EVs than it was before. So, I mean, this is you'd expect Adani stock to go up after Modi wins, but not in America, right? So it feels like a very odd thing to happen in the world's leading free market country.